I grew up in these streets with no heart. Greetings, Sagittarius, all placement. So 21 Savage. Someone here is feeling a little heartless, a little ruthless. Babe Ruth. Someone here could like Babe Ruth. Someone here could be into baseball. Someone here is just being ruthless. Seriously, though. Sagittarius, tit for tat is not going to get you anywhere this season, or whoever you're dealing with. Now, this can be one of those really annoying situations where you're like, well, I was just throwing back at them what they threw at me. However, Sag, that is the whole ploy. That is literally the entire test. Because when someone does something towards you, and you retaliate, even if you're just matching their energy. I'm hearing that the Big D energy song. I don't really like that song, but I'm hearing that song. I don't know. Anyway, when you try and match someone's energy in that way, it pulls you out of your highest authentic power, and it pulls you out of the traction of staying in your lane. When you step out of your lane to show someone about themselves to retaliate, or when they step out of their lane to show you about yourself or retaliate towards you, or just do tit for tat, meet you with what you were sending them, or you go to just meet them with what they're sending you, it pulls you out of your lane. And then immediately karmic retribution, especially with all of the retrogrades that we have right now. A lot of people are being tested, but Sag, I'm telling you, please, no tit for tat energy this season, because you will immediately, you'll be like, this is like someone cuts you off, and so you try and like cut them off, then you'll get in an accident kind of thing. So like, don't do it. Just don't do it. Literally, if someone cuts you off, just be like, gosh bless them, you know, I'm having compassion, I'm sure they're having a horrible day, and whatever is upsetting them, I hope it gets resolved. Like, that is what you need to be on this season, Sag. That is honestly, I was also hearing the Role Model song by Eminem, don't you want to grow up to be just like me? I do. He like basically talks about like all these horrible things, and he's like, don't you want to grow up and be just like me? So Sag, you could have someone around who is like stuck in the old ways. This can be like a parent or a mentor or a teacher or an institution of sorts, and they're like, don't you want to grow up and be just like, and you're like, times are changing. Or maybe Sag, you're the, you know, take it whatever side of the fence you are on. Someone here is a bit archaic, a bit of the dinosaur times, a bit prehistoric. Something is prehistoric, and times are changing, and it's ticking someone off, to be quite frank. Someone's ticked off. I was also hearing the 24K gold, why you always in a mood, acting brand new, and someone's like, I'm not acting brand new, and I'm not in a mood, I just have boundaries, and I've evolved, and I don't have a tolerance for that kind of crap, or the, you know, how things used to go, the hierarchy in the past, where like hazing and things was normalized, so to speak, where it was like normal for people to have to kind of go through crap. You know, it's like, well, I went through that, so you have to go through that too. And it's like, no, we live in a new era where people can actually be respectful and not treat people like crap. And someone here is very like, I don't know, someone here is just really petty, and they're stuck on, well, in my day, like, honestly, Sag, and in a relationship, someone is like, well, you didn't do the dishes yesterday, so I'm just going to fill out the trash, and I'm not going to take out the trash today. Like, that is the exact kind of behavior that is going to ruin your relationship, ruin your job, ruin your career, etc. And with all these retrogrades, people are really trying. So please just be, you know, compassionate and be cautious with what you're playing. Someone here does want to leave. I was hearing the Jesse McCartney song, I'm leaving, never to come back again. Found somebody who does it better than he can. Yeah, someone here is finally going to leave, and someone here could be calling someone's bluff, but this time it's not no bluff. Like, someone here is actually ready to step away. And I was hearing, is it no, yeah, it is Justin Bieber. Where are you now? I need you the most. So someone here could be kind of like disrespectful to someone so many times because they feel like this person will never leave. But guess what? The one time that the person finally leaves is the time that the person is like, wait, where are you now? I need you the most. So it's like, I guess it wasn't cute to, you know, play tit for tat with this person because you lost him. You lost a good one. Someone here is going to lose a good one by playing these silly games. Now, I do feel like someone does need to break free from some sort of contract, especially for my people who are artists or in the music industry or entertainment in any way, shape, or form, or if you use your hands for something. It does seem like someone is being rather petty, and they are purposefully trying to hold you back. I was also hearing the Ill Mind of Hobson. I channeled the Ill Mind of Hobson 9 a couple seasons ago, a couple collective messages ago, but I have 8 in this one. But 9 was basically like, Did the man who invented college go to college? No? Well, okay then. So that's kind of prevalent here, Sag. It's like someone here can be like, well, things need to be X, Y, and Z. Things need to be in a certain order. But it's like, but did the guy who invented college go to college? No. So like some people you can't reason with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. And Sag, you know, maybe you're committed to misunderstanding someone. For some of my Sages. And it's like, they're not going to reason with you when you're committed to misunderstanding them. Like someone is so set in their ways. They're so set on this is wrong, that's right, this is wrong because this says this. But everything is up for interpretation. And especially like as someone who reads energy, like people come at me with the Bible all the time. But first of all, the Bible was like literally edited and rewritten by man thousands of times. It's not the authentic text. Also, the prophets and Jesus literally divine in every single prophecy that they have. And guess what? Whether it's a card, whether it's a thing in the sky, whether it's just clairaudient, clairsentience, whatever it is, they're all messages. So discernment is always key. So someone here is trying to like really be like, by the book on something, but it's like, but the book was rewritten by thousands of men who are probably cheating, had addiction issues, all these things. And it was so much of the Bible's actually cut out from what its original text was that it's actually really funny that you're going to try and use that against me. Not to mention the fact that the prophets literally use divination in every single thing, where they're talking to God in the sky, where they're looking up at the stars and the constellations in the sky, which is literally how the wise men found Jesus. So whenever people try and come at me with that, I don't even have a conversation with them because, again, I can't reason with people who are committed to misunderstanding me and committed to things being a certain way. And I know that it's just a test from the enemy, because if I were to respond, it would pull me out of my lane, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in my lane because God protects me when I stay in my lane. And that's funny because those people are like, how is she so protected? Because I'm staying in my freaking lane because I'm listening to God, silly. And you're not. You're literally trying to play God. You're literally trying to be, there's a power struggle here, Sag. Huge power struggle. And someone here has got it all the way effed up. It could be a mother figure because there's a lot of mom energy, trauma with the feminine. This can also be women who are like, women are supposed to be X, Y, and Z. Women are supposed to, I don't know. There's just weirdness here. And really, it's just jealousy and envy because they don't like how feminine someone is. And so they're trying to make a woman like more masculine. With my guys, this can be guys that are trying to be like, oh, are you a simp? Are you this? And the guy's like, no, I'm just being a respectful masculine, which is kind of rare these days. So for like my divine feminine, divine masculine energies, you have people that are not in their divinity who are trying to pull you down to their antics, to play their games, simply because they don't want to do the work and level up to where you're at. Misery loves company, and they're trying to pull you down so they can feel a little more in line. Now, for some of my Sages, I was also hearing the Circus Psycho song. Welcome to the late night circus, where you can be a freak on purpose. I don't know, someone here is a bit of a psycho. Someone here definitely is all about theatrics. Someone here is just straight up on demon time. Straight up, they're just trying to instigate. They're just heck bent on getting a reaction from someone. They're just so attached to a certain person. Well, actually, that's the other thing. It's not them, it's the entity that is holding on to them. So whatever substance it is that they're overdoing, whatever they're overstimulating, 100% has control of this person. So you just, again, have to send love and blessings towards their soul, because they're not even operating in the authentic nature of who they were as a little kid. They're operating as a vessel for whatever entity that they're consuming, whether it's corn with a P, or it's, alcohol, drugs, pills, whatever, smoke, whatever it is, someone here is not themselves. They're 100% under the, of an entity. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Cancer, because Aquarius and Cancer came through really strongly. Some of my Sages need to be cautious because, there is something legal here. There is a contract that does not want you to break free. Now I'm hearing that song, I want to break free. I want to break free. Is that Queen? I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. And that's the other funny thing, Sag. Someone here could be saying, like, you're selfish, you're all these things, because you're literally listening to God and you're following in placement with that, and you aren't letting them control you. And that's really what someone's ticked about here, because they can't control you, and that's making them so mad. Someone is so mad about that. Someone here is trying to make someone submit. I was hearing that. Thought I could change our fate. I tried again, but this delay is more than I could take. So someone keeps trying and trying and trying to control fate. Again, they're trying to play God, and it's not going to end pretty.